Alan, could you please give us a brief overview of the program, what the participants can expect, what areas are covered, and what they can take away from the program?
Well, we call the program the Challenge to Lead because leading people is a challenge. My view is it's the hardest job in the world. Most people would think that the hardest job in the world is flying a plane or doing brain surgery or something. But from my perspective, it's about leading people. Why? Because people are different. Everyone's different, yet you've got to try and treat them with fairness and consistency. So what we do is we give you a leadership model, which is about what you do in leadership and how you do it. And most people do the what, but they don't pay enough attention to the how you manage people, how you communicate, how you develop people, all those sorts of things. And that's the thing that decides a good leader from a bad leader. One of the edicts that we come up with is the greatest gift any leader can have is self-awareness. Self-awareness means you've got to know your strengths and you've got to know your weaknesses. Because if you know your strengths, you can play to your strengths. If you know your weaknesses, you can work on them and or hire people around you who make up for the weaknesses you have. It is surprising how many people lack self-awareness. So we'll give you some self-awareness models so that you become more aware of your strengths and weaknesses as a leader because everybody is different. We then go through how to set a strategy. We then go through being predictable in terms of managing people, and that is doing team meetings, doing one-on-ones, and regularly walking the floor and having high levels of communication with your people. Then we tell you what your people management role is. Your people management role. And that is to give your people the skill, the will, and the role clarity to be successful. Give them the skill through development. Give them the will through motivating them and give them role clarity in terms of what is their job and what isn't their job. Then we talk about how to ask questions because we want you to be inclusive, and we do a section on how to build the right culture. Culture is in companies, cultures are leader-led. So if you are a good leader, you will have a good culture. If you are not a good leader, you can have a toxic culture. We teach you then how to give people feedback, and we make you aware of your levels of emotional intelligence. People have an IQ, how smart they are, and then they have an EQ, which is how emotionally intelligent they are. And we'll give you some self-awareness on that, and most importantly, how to improve your levels of emotional intelligence. Then we have a section on diversity and inclusion. We have a section on managing change, how to build better teams, and we finish on a high, got to finish on a high, and we talk about reward and recognition. So once you've done all of that, hopefully you've got a really good grounding and lots of models and frameworks to take away in terms of how to better manage your people.